Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. And just in time, we have Remy joining us. Hold on, let's adjust the cameras. So now we are 3 players.
Yeah, the least fun part about living on the 4th floor and playing on the ground floor is if you forget anything.
And
And while it is helped by an elevator, it also is not helped by an elevator. Because either you're running up and down those stairs and avoiding the elevator, hoping to be faster, or you take the elevator to make life easier, and it might take just as long, or maybe just slightly less long.
Is it intentional that your camera is off?
I might not have straightened myself out. Oh, wait. Oh, off. Oh, yeah. I pressed the phone button, not the camera button.
Zach, why don't you just dash with your bonus action? You'll get there a lot faster.
Oh, goodness. We turn this on and then it switches place between Remy and Jorg. Nice.
Gross.
Alright.
Like, just kill me now.
Well, you know, you have a monster in the room with you.
It's like Remy, meta-knowledge, knows exactly what happened and would rather end his existence now while he can.
Alright, well, now that all the cameras have been replaced, like I was saying, welcome to Drakenmemoria. Don't worry, this is going to become Dungeons and Dragons at one point. Sam did say he was going to be late, arriving either during the break or just a little bit before the break. I don't know why. Didn't have time to ask.
Obviously because of the orgy with his harem.
Yeah. So right now you're saying he's masturbating alone in the room.
You know, I guess it really is more just like a matter of time before we figure out specifically what kind of harem he'll ultimately have if we're using anime as a reference. It's like, because for example, it could be the Sword Art Online version where he has like a dedicated best girl, but then he has a bunch of harem girls off to the side just waiting for her to die. I mean, die.
I mean, wait, no, I got it right the first time.
Or
or it could be one of those harem where it's just like it's like a survival of the fittest, and
you know where
literally fight for his affection.
More like I don't know if you ever played that video game, 1,000 Arms, where there is essentially the one girl, you know, the one that's the nicest and okayest of all the girl. That's basically, you know, she's gonna become the hero's girlfriend, and all of the others that are just friends. Alright, so
really good friends.
Yeah. But you know, it's a video game, so they gotta make sure that it's at least a little bit ambiguous. Especially since one of them is 10 years old, so...
Well, 10 years old, or a 1,000-year-old demon in the body of a 10-year-old girl.
Well, like I said, they keep the game ambiguous enough that you could say, okay, it works. Because the principle behind 1,000 Arms is that you're a blacksmith, and when you manage to infuse energy into weapons, you make weapons, not just weapons. You're a blacksmith, so it could be a pan, it could be a knife, it could be a sword, with different properties. But for some reason, the hero only managed to focus when there's a girl in the room. So, so this is why throughout the game, you cultivate his relationship with all the girls by going to dates and things like this. And then there's this one girl who, I don't know, I think she's 11 or 12 at most. So, yeah, he's cultivating a 12-year-old girl who's awestruck with him. But they keep
That
the
doesn't
dates.
sound
That's
problematic at all.
No.
There's a root word for that.
Fortunately, they
It's
keep
called.
the
It's
dates.
like what you do with your dogs. Take them to the.
Fortunately,
Petco.
they keep the dates just ambiguous enough that you can't say, no. They're just friends. The hero is 17 years old, so he's not the major yet. Everything's fine. Yeah. And he himself is not an adult. And at one point, you have a woman who's 400 years old, I think, in your group. And he is also including her in his dates. So, who's taking who to the dog care business? All right. Enough about games from the past. But other than that, the game was very fun. The humor is nice in it, and the mechanic is kind of interesting. So, fortunately, we're not going to do that tonight. Everyone involved in anything relationship-wise is of age to give consent and legally recognized to be able to give consent. So, we don't have that problem. Now, like I said, this is going to become Dungeons and Dragons at one point. So if you don't want to watch, well, go find a game that's less respectable. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's why. There was a little problem. Here we go. But if you want to watch this then become Dungeons and Dragons, no matter the reason, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. If you enjoyed the thunderstorm in the background in the beginning, that's ambient mixer. If you like the world map, that's where are they all mixing in my head? WonderDraft. If you like the dungeon map, it's Dungeon Alchemist. If you like the town maps, it's Canvas of Kings. Yay! And I just realized I forgot to change my shirt before we started the stream. Okay. I thought I was seeing more colors than usual. Okay.
Just like, or we just adjusted the saturation.
Oh, no. Having difficulty with sound and light, I think. All right. So, what was I saying?
Next, heat.
Well, it's just that I'm not flexible enough to bring my feet all the way to the camera while I'm sitting, but flexible for a whole lot of other things.
Otherwise,
Oh my.
And once again, I lost all sound in my left ear. That's annoying. Okay, so forgive me if I put any music too loud. I only have one ear working on my headphones. Headset. Yeah, anyways. So, what happened last episode? Well, the party took the last few hours of their forced vacation to finish what needed to be finished and collected. Oh, by the way, Fisher and Remy, your Sword of Power is finished, and Remy, I think your weapon or your arcane touched weapon is finished. I had to put it in wondrous items because I don't know how to make an object in D&D Beyond which can vary in shape and statistic. So
I don't think you can for weapons.
So it's listed in wondrous object, and I guess I could have put in the description the damage for each. But I think it's fairly easy. Darts and daggers, it's a d4. Short sword, it's a d6. And scimitar, it's a d6. And arming sword, also known as rapier in the stats, is a d8, I think. So.
I mean, I've been using these weapons for ages. It's
All
like
right, good.
I like to think I know what all the dice values are.
Good.
Yeah.
And I've added the little trouble with the weapon, which you'll see can work both ways. Sometime you're stuck in delusion, but sometime everyone else is stuck in delusion of what your weapon actually is. So
He's got a dagger.
you look at your weapon. No, it's an arming sword. Okay.
Wow, rude. Is that a height joke? What do you...
And then you look at how Remy is holding the sword. No, I think they're making a joke about his...
Actually, I'm reminded now of a recent Phineas and Ferb episode. It's like where the joke is like everything is a forced perspective. So it's just like, no, it's not. It's not actually small. It's just a forced perspective. It's actually very large.
Okay. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah, collected and finished what needed to be finished. So before leaving for more adventure, however, the party rogue Remy finally had its one-on-one conversation with his mentor in the garden. The conversation left Remy with a new avenue to go looking for his old captor. So after a short conversation with the party, a decision was reached and one method was chosen. Thanks to teleportation magic, the trip was short and not painful. And exploration of an old nightmare started. Well, yeah, the travel was not painful. Everything else might be. So, if I am not mistaken...
Like people tend to associate stabbing with pain.
It's actually not the stabbing itself that's painful. It's the blade cutting the flesh as it's entering. Okay, so we got 3 players.
Sounds like just like the definition of a stab.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what a stab is. I don't know what it is.
I was trying to describe a slashing motion, but I was also at the same time trying to adjust the camera for the bellow. So,
Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I do
things
think that
don't
most
make
people complain about the initial penetration and not the continued motion.
depends on the situation. Okay.
Once they get used to it.
Oh, come
Yep.
on. That's something that can be clipped and you're gonna regret it.
I have no regrets.
Very obvious.
You think I've gotten to this point in my life, allowing regrets to build up?
Here we go. No, that's the wrong one. Where are the photos?
Oh, no, sorry, that's shame, not regret.
No. Yeah,
Similar.
completely different.
But
All right. Good. Now we got the battle map. And
Then again, I don't think a show called Regretless would get a lot of streaming airtime.
yeah, you don't know. You never know. You know. Okay.
Which, I guess, if anybody is watching, it's, I don't recommend Shameless if you're under the age of maybe 16 or 17.
All right. So, we ended last episode after a brief exploration of the room everywhere near where Remy spent his youth. He saw his old room again, the nostalgia, the feeling, the emotions, all of it came flooding back into his mind, and then you started exploring the other rooms. At one point, Remy found himself separated from the group, trying to remove a trap inside of on the bed, which ended up, showing Remy that others also received very painful existence while in this place. But as he came to that realization, he was attacked by a monster, which I'm forced to...
and now I hold his life in the palm of my hand.
Yeah. You heard Remy muffled as he got stabbed. Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. As he got stabbed
Like I
by
said-
a shadow.
I'll say it again, like I said last week. It's like the problem is not whether Remy dies. The problem is if Remy survives and he finds out.
And so the only one who heard that muffled scream was Jorg. And so, what does Jorg do?
Jorg's gonna say Ramy, and then he's gonna turn to look towards the screen,
Look toward the screen.
and then did you hear that? Who am I with? I forget.
You are with Fisher and audience. Well, you're in the corridor.
What's that? It's like, what's that? Did you see Swiper? Oh no, Swiper.
So you're in the hallway.
I'll run over towards where Ramy was.
All right, and what about the rest of the group? Did you say anything to them, or did you just run toward Remy, hoping to save him from whatever happened? What exactly did you do?
I mean, I didn't he ask us if we heard that?
Okay. I was wondering if he was just saying that or if he was actually doing that.
It's like,
All right. Well,
Action Hero Jorg.
Jorg to the rescue. Oh, damn it.
Oh yeah, I'll be your knight in shining armor.
Well, knight is right, but not spelled the same way you think.
Also,
Alright.
I'm not sure if your armor shines.
Yeah.
Is your armor made of like?
No, and
It's
my
an Umber Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
But
I
like,
think
Like that
it's-
is-
that's. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that's decently shiny, right? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
like
Well-
it probably reflects its prismatic
Yeah.
shiny thing a little bit.
Well, that's it's not the scales that does this; it's his gaze.
Yeah, it was.
So
Yeah. It's like a. I imagine it being like dirt brown or a dark.
I'm pretty
brown
sure
of some kind.
All right, let's see.
You know, like many underground insects, because if you look the color of dirt, you're less likely to be
jeez
found
Louise.
by predators.
Okay. According to the image in the monster manual, Umber Hulk have a dark honey color.
Oh, yeah, then it matches still. It's like that is a soil color.
Also, Zach, you just scared me there talking about predators of Umber Hulk.
I make sure it's nice and soily too, so it's.
Well, I mean,
It's,
look, I don't
stays,
imagine Umber Hulks being the
camouflage.
apex predator of their dominion. I'm assuming that there's something bigger that can eat them.
There are amongst the worst predators, but I'm pretty sure that a purple worm will mop the floor with them.
Well, they don't have to. They could just swallow them, and they kind of can't do anything after that.
Yeah.
But it's always better to play with your food. All right, so if everyone moves, then we are all going to roll initiative. Who wants to play audience? Everyone wants to play audience.
I'll do it.
Okay. So, he told me that he would rush to Remy, use the level 1 smite, and if the shadows are not taking damage or hiding in shadows, audience would consider using daylight if the fight is getting hard. That's all the instruction he gave me, and now they are yours.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So, Fisher, your initiative is?
A number that is 18.
That is true. It is a number. For audience?
20.
Damn. Remy?
It's 18.
Terry's not out. Tobiashi will not be here for the foreseeable future. Jorg. Initiative.
I rolled a 19, I believe. I rolled a 17 on the die, and D&D's Beyond is loading, so I'm pretty sure I get a +2.
And Ogunak hasn't been summoned. So. And
He needs a vacation anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the creature has a very good dexterity bonus, meaning it rolled a 23, meaning it's the first one to go.
Dang.
Well, how else would you expect a creature to be able to out-stealth the Remy? So
That's fair.
Well, out stealth is perception.
yeah.
It's not like we were in a sneaky contest where.
Yeah. All right, so.
Hold on. I'm still really good at sneaking.
Yeah, absolutely. You're pretty good at sneaking.
Can't let
in
his
raves.
reputation go away.
You're really
Well, it's
good
like-
at sneaking.
'cause
in
it's like
raves
actually
with
couldn't
Van
see
Dam.
the other thing.
Like, I don't actually think it was even a matter of stealth in this situation, because I think Ramey's stealth prior to this combat was like over 30.
Mhm.
So I don't think it's a matter of like them perceiving, and more just like being in the room.
Mhm.
All right, so it's got a whole flurry of attack at you, Remy. It just starts pounding on you as if half crazed. So first, it lets out a hissing scream that reaches down into the nightmare realm and pulls out the nightmares from your mind, which I'm hoping you remember what that means. And so, first of all, Remy, you have a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And
Sorry, gotta. Yeah.
that's okay. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna roll for the attacks, which are gonna come right after that. Okay. The fright comes directly from the Nightmare Realm, so...
Oh wait, how close is audience before I?
Audience
He
is
is
on the other
in
side
the
of a
other-
wall. If his aura tries to go around walls, he is...
Too
he
far
is
away.
20 feet away.
It doesn't go. It doesn't go past full cover. So
There's 5 feet of wall between you and him, so...
or not full cover, total cover. I mean, it's fine though, or at least I'm hoping it's fine with a soft 20.
Okay. Yes, actually, it works. You do feel the fear growing inside of you, but was it because of what you gain from the Nightmare Realm, or because of determination? But you managed to shrug off the fear. Then after that...
It was definitely the Nightmare Realm. The first die was a 3.
Okay. You reach down into the horror that you saw while you were in there, and suddenly everything felt so much not as worse. So much lighter.
I'd hesitate to say more pleasant.
Yeah,
but
that's where I hesitated. I was about to say pleasant, but no, that doesn't work. All right. Well, in that case, you do not get frightened, and no one else is in range of it. So only you make that save, and the attacks were a natural 20, 17, and a 31. It's almost maximum attacks. Really? 31? Nah, I must have made a mistake on that. Yeah, I wrote a plus 15. That's too big. Alright, so... not 31. Oh! 28. Natural 20, 28, and 17. No, 15.
I would be inclined to use my uncanny dodge on the natural 20.
Okay, to lessen the damage. Alright.
As a shield won't protect me from the other hit, so...
Okay. Well, the 15 miss, I believe.
I thought the attack was a 17.
So,
Or was that also a mistake?
Yes, it was. When I reduced the whole thing, it went from 15 to... yeah. No, actually, it went from 17 to 14. So
Okay, so you're just using the wrong modifier for all 3 of them. Got it.
yeah, it was the same modifier, but I looked at it and no, that must have made a mistake. I wrote plus 15. You know, that was too big. So
That would be pretty intense for our level, I think.
yeah.
I don't think you really see that that kind of number until you start fighting like older dragons.
It would work for a very powerful chapter boss, but not for an encounter like this. So yeah. So one is a 14, one is a 28, and one is a natural 20. So do you still just use Uncanny Dodge for the natural 20, or do you want to use Shield?
Well, the shield won't help with the third one anyway. You know what? I'll actually take the gamble and use silvery barbs on the first attack. If nothing else, even if it still hits, it still has the same effect as reducing a crit by half.
Okay. Well, in that case, it goes from a natural 20 to a 16.
Ha! Okay, one attack. I mean, look, sometimes when you have something with a high enough attack modifier, it's not really worth it to have it re-roll.
All right, so
Just one attack hits.
all right, so in that case, all 3 attacks are made against you. One, you dodge it. The second one, it's the third one. You see it arriving right in front of you, and you use Silvery Barb to protect yourself from it. So you only take 1 attack, which does 20 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
I can live with that. One attack is better than the equivalent of 3.
Uh-huh.
And those are
Though-
the attack. Yes?
Though that said, like, Raby still would very much need a hero.
Damn!
He's holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
Now, why isn't Owenak there?
Jorg's on his way, don't worry.
Oh, God.
Man, I really hope that's not the song playing for Jorg.
No,
George just is going to spend 10 minutes growing Oranak instead of healing you.
it's perfect, you
Not
know.
10 minutes, 10 rounds.
Remy starts hearing the "I Need a Hero"
rounds,
song in his
1
head,
minute.
and then Jorg arrives. You don't know why, but you hear resonating throughout the dungeon. No.
Actually, it's like that's the point where Rainy is like next to the creature, just like takes their weapon and just slowly.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, Rainy gives himself on the story barbs.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't use Silvery Barb. Hit me. Come on. And the song goes from "I Need a Hero" to "Hit Me One More Time." Alright, and the enemy slips back into the shadows using a bonus action.
I do have to ask,
Yes.
which shadows exactly?
Oh yes, that's right, your lantern is out.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just curious. I mean, like if the shadows are there, fine. I'm just trying to figure out where they are.
Oh, that's no. That's a very valid point. I forgot your lantern was out. All right, then the monster cannot hide back in the shadows as a bonus action.
Yeah, eat a dick.
Okay, that's an interesting choice. So, not the next one. It's audience.
I need a
Yeah,
hero.
unfortunately, Kim going before me in combat means he's gotta get past me and Jorg on the way out the door.
Well,
So I think
he would have enough movement to get past one of you and still be in range for combat, but not both of you.
Yeah. So I think he has to dash.
Or use his breath.
Yeah, but then he'd be shooting through Raimi at that point.
It's debatable in the sense that if he is at the bottom right corner, he could probably aim it so that he clips the monster and not Remy. But with that angle, I'd probably give advantage on the saving throw for the monster.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that tracks. I think in that case, he would probably just dash.
Okay. And where do you want him to go?
Although, now that I'm thinking about it, and again, maybe correct me, but for some reason I'm remembering him originally being in Raimi's room and then leaving it. So I'm not sure how he wound up being like how he wound up being the person on the innermost part of the other room.
Hold on, I'm gonna open the.
Because wasn't Audience the one who opened one of the chests in Raimi's room?
Yes,
I
but
think it was because
he went.
I
and
found
did,
another
Yeah.
marble, and he came and grabbed that marble.
And right now, if I look at the map full size, he is standing right next to one of the two chests. So probably it was that chest that he used. So, but anyway, no matter what, whether it is the chest that is on the upper part of the room or the complete right of the room, it doesn't change the fact that it's next to Fisher. And wherever he is, he needs to go through Fisher and Jorg to get out. All right, so where is he going?
I mean, I guess just like B15.
B15, okay. Right next to Remy. Alright. And he dashed. Which means he only has bonus action and reaction left.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he doesn't really have bonus actions. Looking at his stuff. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Come on. Alright.
Be ready to sentinel it.
Yeah, that's valid. Alright, so in that case, we go to 19 with Jorg.
Alright. I was gonna run. I guess now he has to.
Jorg, you're
Get
in the
past.
hallway. You don't have to get past anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I thought since the audience was on the other side, I don't have Twitch up.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
audience
I
is
don't
in
know
the
if my
room.
internet will.
audience
handle
is
it,
in
but
the
I'll try.
room, but he's next to Remy. So if
Okay,
you pull
cool.
behind Remy, you know.
Unless you want to get in melee with the thing, but I don't know why you would. So
Yeah, I'll just poke into the room.
You know, you're just gonna have to
Yeah, I
help
don't
Remy
really
from the
want
back.
to, so I'm just gonna get in.
Like I remember when
can poke.
Jorg took that level in Fighter.
Mhm.
So, Jorg, do you go right behind Remy? There's room.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I
And
can
also
cast
stay-
healing spells on him once. It could stay out.
Well, you use 15 feet of
I
movement.
will stay outside of the room, and I'll use aura.
Okay. I was gonna say you used 15 feet of movement to get to Remy, so you still have 15 feet after that. Just so that you have all options opened.
Yeah,
If you wanted to do like a
Yeah,
touch heal, you could
this loads.
run up,
Okay, after the
smack him, and run away.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
you have
just waiting for my
enough.
character
You
sheet
have
to
enough
load,
movement
and
to
it is
just
taking
step
forever.
away from the door after. So, what do you want to do?
I think he said he's waiting for his character sheet. To
Yeah,
load.
I'll walk up, and yeah, it was taking a while, and use Cure Wounds on him. I'll upcast it.
the Jorg actually, to justify, is just bumbling into the room with his fumbling between his shield and his staff. Just like, wait, hold on.
Tries to run into the room, gets his
which one am I
staff a
gonna
little
use?
wrong. It hits the both sides of the doorway, and he just smacks into it.
And this is why Remy is so glad that audience came through the door first when I Need a Hero was playing. Because now we can do the Family Guy trumpet thing.
All right. So, Joe, how do you help Remy?
All right.
You know, the guy
I am
who
going
keeps
to
mocking you, who
upcast
doesn't like you so much.
Cure wounds. Yeah. I'm gonna consider upcasting Cure Wounds, but I'm gonna stare for a little bit. Be like, okay, fine. And then is he looks pretty hurt, right? Like he's injured.
Well, with your perception, I think you'd be able to at least see if he's
How-
below 50%. So, Remy, are you below 50%?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
No, but getting there.
All right. He doesn't have a gaping wound anywhere, but
Okay.
he is. He has been.
For some reason, he's not. For some reason, he's not too
Yeah.
upset by his current health because it's a funny number.
he
Nice.
intuitively knows it. Oh, I've been injured. Oh, that's a nice injury. I like it. Didn't know that I liked the pain like this. Cool. You know, it's a soreness that feels nice.
Ooh, I rolled pretty well. That is 23 plus 4 is 27.
Nice.
No, that was the number before.
Health. Oh no, I ruined
mean-
your nice health total though.
Not necessarily, because guess what 69 plus 27 is?
420.
No. I wish I had that much health.
Nice math.
So switch the numbers around.
Yeah. 96.
Mm-hmm.
The universe recognizes the importance of...
The numbers.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jorg, what did you do after that? Stand out? Burst into a song?
I will back out. I'll get back out of the room.
Okay.
Because someone bigger than me wants to go in, probably.
Take care of Remy's back, yeah. Do you stay in front of the door, or did you move to...
And if anybody comes out, I'm gonna move to the side of the door. I'll move to the right.
To the side where
30,
Fisher's not
15.
going to come from. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
With this, we have
Basically.
Fisher and Remy at the same time.
Remember, you want to go first?
Honestly, I think it would make more sense for me to go first.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
nothing else, it gets me out of your way.
Yep.
So, yeah, Raimi is
Got stabbed.
going to stab it with... Oh, sorry. I need to double check my... Okay, I am attuned to the good boy. So I'm going to stab it with the good boy.
Okay.
It's like, and I'm going to make it a booming stab, I guess.
Okay.
And because I gave myself Silvery Barb's advantage, I get to roll with advantage.
Okay.
That is going to be a... Right, it's a +1. 28 to hit.
28 is enough.
All right, so that'll be 36 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 9 thunder damage.
Okay. So I'd say with your perception, you also notice something as your weapon digs inside of the creature. While your attack was more than enough to hit, it did feel like your movement had to go deep inside the creature in order to hit something that felt had sustenance. Meaning that for a creature like this, you'd suspect that it has an unusually high AC. Not a, oh god, only audience can hit AC, but still. Higher AC than a creature like this would normally have.
In other words, Raimi needs to find advantage whenever he can.
Like I said,
But,
it was a lot more than you needed to hit the creature, but
okay, more than its frame would suggest.
exactly.
Okay.
It's as if your
That's like
movement
a-
had to go through his shoulder and reach where his heart should have been in order to hit something. So it's sort of, oh, good lord, okay. You can't rely on its actual physical size.
In any case, he would like to not be the primary target for the next round of attacks. So he's going to use his bonus action to disengage. And he is going to... He's not going to leave the room because
Because it's a small room.
well, not because it's a small room, but because he wants to make sure that that his light is still able to pour into the room.
Okay.
Hold on.
So you can go under audience, which I'm sure you would love to, but or you can go out the door so that your lantern still illuminates the room, but you are outside of the room. Or you can just step back once. It's not a big room. It's 10 feet by 10 feet, so...
Yeah. I think... so right now, Jorg is standing at the door.
Next to the door. The door is
Okay, so
right next to him.
Okay, so the little white square is the symbol for the door.
Yeah, at this size, yeah, it looks like a little white square.
I just needed to be sure because again, I wanted to make sure that the angle was appropriate.
I shouldn't have exported this image with perspective. I should have exported it flat. It would have helped more for this. Sorry.
All right. In which case, Raimi is probably will probably be safe-ish at I think D14. Yes. So Fisher should still be able to get inside, and Raimi's lantern should still be able to fill the room.
Yeah.
At least by my understanding of physics.
Yeah, it would take him 25 feet of movement, even going through your square to get to the monster. Alright, well, it makes sense that you were the one attacking first because Fisher had to move in order to get there. So you probably cross him as he's entering the room and you are leaving the room. Because I'm assuming Fisher runs into the room and go take on the monster head on.
Yep.
Just like as he's passing by, just like slash the bitch.
Go for the ankles. Go for the ankles.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll run into B14.
Oh yeah, that's right, Remy. You did attack once before Will-O-Wisp. So I'd say that, especially for Remy's frame of reference, that monster is Will-O-Wisp annoying to hit.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep, I at least have a minimum AC in mind. If I recall the AC of a typical Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
And then I will booming blade this thing.
The poor creature. He's been booming blade once. Now he's gonna get a second one. So the next time when he attacks and he's gonna try and scream everyone, you're gonna hear.
That should do it. That'll be 29 to hit.
29 is enough.
Alright. 2 of those. And 2 of those. That is funny. Sad. Very, very sad.
I thought you were gonna say
But
that it was a natural 20 and you did 69 damage.
No. No.
You did 6.9?
Right. I rolled 2d6 for the Grey Sword plus 2d8 for the Booming Blade. For 4.
Yeah!
So I rolled all ones.
Well, at least you
You
have
hate
your...
to see it, but it happens.
Plus 7 is 11 damage.
Well, at least you had your strength helping you.
Yeah.
Okay. You still have 5 feet
And
of
I'll just
movement?
kind of look at my sword for a second.
Like,
And
how
then
the fuck was that?
just try and swing it again.
You know, you look at the sword and starts. I have to get used to the balance, or I gave Remy the wrong one.
Yeah. That will be a 30 to hit.
30 is enough. Are you saying that for bosses I'll have to have an AC of 35?
I did just roll an 18 and a 19.
Okay.
So that's about as high as I can go. Also not great damage. That is 12.
Are you trying to make sure the audience can laugh at you?
I'm getting used to this new sword. I don't know if it still thinks it's a stick.
Actually,
It
the funny
hasn't
part is
realized it's a sword yet.
that without the aid of magic, like the highest level characters can only hit with a up to a 31 on a natural 20. If you include magic items, it's like then you can boost that up to 39.
All right, okay. That's okay. I understand that. So you're saying that the final boss of the campaign needs to have an armor class of 40.
Well, it actually only needs to have an AC of 39 because the 39 assumes a natural 20. So a natural 20 would hit an armor
but
class
the
of 40
40 is
anyway.
it's just a nice round number.
Yeah.
And you're already almost there, so you might as well.
One more. What's the difference?
Yeah, so that's my turn.
Okay. So, with this, it's the enemy's turn. We go back to the top of initiative with the enemy's turn. Alright, so the enemy tries to frighten all of you using the frightening scream, and you know, for some reason, I don't know why, but that's how it sounds in my mind. As he tries to scream to frighten you all, it sounds like Cher singing.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Or when you try and scream in front of a functioning fan, you know. It's a weird sound. It doesn't help. It makes it even stranger and weirder. All right, so Fisher, audience. Well, audience is immune to fear, so he can't fail. So Fisher.
I mean, so is
We
everybody
all
within 10
are.
feet of him.
Yeah,
only
I
one
believe
not-
his.
Is it now or is it level 13?
It is now. Yeah, or of courage. While you are conscious, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet cannot be frightened.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was 13. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, no one gets frightened.
No, level 13 is when they get access to 4th level spells.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I can't say that I've played with a lot of players reaching level 14 and 15, so...
It's not super common.
Well, 5th edition anyway. I reached it with previous edition, but not 5th edition. Although, not a whole lot of time with 5th edition, with previous edition also. Damn, it was level 10. Okay, that was a long time ago. Okay, all camera just went, so I guess this means... Hey!
What's up?
I mean, even for myself, like my campaign of 2.5 years now, they only just recently touched level 9.
Okay, so we got 4 players.
They probably would have gotten there sooner if they hadn't spent too much time in a giant's house.
Have we started the combat?
Yes, we are starting the second round. Everyone had to
The second
do
round,
a
okay.
saving throw for fear, but they're all within 15 feet of you, 10 feet of you, except Jorg, but he's also all outside of the fear zone, so everything resolves pretty well.
So nothing I need to change on my character sheet or anything.
Nope. You had to dash to
Yeah.
get past me and Jorg on the way to the monster. So.
Okay, sounds good. I'm here. I'm locked in.
Alright.
Nice hat.
I can
Right, thank you.
drop the photo and
Oh,
go.
this works well too.
Alright. Alright, camera has been adjusted, which means we start and the creature first. Yeah, that's right. He just screamed at everyone just in time. Oh!
Like, no, he's saying with the beautiful voice of Cher.
Yeah, because both Remy and Fisher used Booming Blade and he hasn't moved. So now he screams to everyone to frighten everyone. But, you know, he's vibrating like this. So he's just screaming. So it sounds like Cher, you know, when she's singing. Well, she put that effect in half of her song. So anyway. Okay, so that's why no one got frightened. And he's gonna go and frenzy attack. Well, Fisher's right in front of him, so he's gonna... And you're the only one who has actually managed to...
Hit him.
Don't lie. It was gonna be audience, but then I subbed. No, it's
Well, you know... Maybe, but... I'm gonna leave it ambiguous.
Oh, by the way,
He's
audience.
not just gonna admit to taking bribes, dude.
what, Remy?
I was just gonna say, like, you do still have your reaction if you want to use it.
Okay, thank you. I will use it.
Alright, Fisher, you are being attacked, which I guess it means that the audience uses his reaction. Probably that's why Remy said something to
Yeah.
it. So that you
Just
attack the
act.
monster.
I
Yeah,
figured
it's
I'd give him some information in case he wanted to use it.
I assume we've already figured out that this monster, we've rolled initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just fix that. Okay, and I assume we've already figured out that this monster does not react to charm or being feared. Or not feared, charmed by my shield.
I don't think Andre figured out that that's what it meant, but yes, it does.
Okay, it can't be charmed. Okay,
I
yes,
didn't
I'm just...
specifically ask, but it sounds like I
Okay.
assumed because it was a shadow monster.
Okay. Audience is going to swing the steel glass blade. With a 30 to hit.
That is enough.
Um,
So far, no one rolled below 24 to hit.
and I am going to use a Divine Smite, level 1.
Hey, I rolled with advantage.
So that is going to be the 1d8 plus 7. 10 plus... 3d8. That's my extra. Unless this thing's undead, in which case it would be 48. But
No,
Or a
it's
fiend.
It's not undead. It's more
okay, 3d8.
3D. All right.
18. So that is going to be 28 damage, 18 of it radiant.
Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
actually.
Sam, you missed me rolling minimum dice or minimum damage on my booming blade attack.
Oh.
I rolled 4 ones on my damage dice.
It was something. It was inspiring. The attack, the roar, and then just. All right. Well, that actually hurts it. It lets out it lets out a quivering hiss because of the 2 booming blade on top of him. Okay, and it lets out all of its attack on Fisher, which is a grand total of 17, 26, and 24.
I will use my arcane deflection ability to give myself +2 AC and not be hit by any of them.
You weave that energy around you, and it creates a soft barrier around you, slowing the weapon just enough for you to dodge them all.
Can you use shield on top of that? No, right? Because it's a reaction.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah,
They're both a
okay.
reaction. It's just this one doesn't take a spell slot.
Yeah. You can't add +7 to your AC.
No, that would be wild.
I might consider it for the last ability of your object, but
I mean, the only thing I could think of to get more than one reaction in the game is if you have the shape change spell cast on you, because then you can turn into a creature with the reactive feature, and then you can just use as many defensive reactions as you damn well please.
Or an item, if the DM some legendary item that gives 2 reactions.
I mean, yeah, outside of homebrew. Or there's that fighter, the cavalier, that gets opportunity attacks.
On. Yeah.
1 per turn. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so that's all the attacks. That's... Remy still has lantern inside of the room. Well, okay. The creature... Now that Remy is outside the room, it lights in a cone, meaning that C14, B15, and B14 are lit up. But C15 is in dim light. The creature uses an ability, incorporeal movement. Incorporeal movement, which allows him to move through creature as if they were difficult terrain. And it's going to go on.
Do we get all cold and shivery?
Who does it pass
As
through?
a spooky ghost pass through.
It goes through audience. So audience, you see this shadow moving toward you and you feel the of the booming blade as the energy is discharged on the creature as it moved. So Remy and Fisher, you can roll the damage for the booming blade damage because the creature just moved.
That is better.
That is better.
Uh,
Well, anything's
Yeah,
better
I
than
get-
minimum.
yeah. Well, that still was. I still rolled a. I rolled 1-8, but then I rolled a 1 and a 2, so
Hey, we take
11 damage.
All right.
Like I
The
probably
same.
made up for it somewhat. I rolled a 17 thunder.
There you go.
it. Not bad.
All right. So the creature moves in the last place where there is dim light and try to meld into the shadows. And it melds into the shadows. Fisher and audience, you cannot see it anymore.
It's so it went through me and now I can't see it.
It went through you, and it moved to the C15 square. The only square that is partially hit by Remy's lantern, meaning it has dim light.
So my question would be: is it not on this? Because just because I have blind sense, so if it's just a vision thing, I could still sense it's like where it was. But if it's intangible, I wouldn't be able to hit it.
Nope, it's stealth. You feel it is still there, but
Okay.
you can't see it.
Okay.
Fisher
So
can
audience
see
would
it.
still Fisher would. So
Your
audience still.
yeah, your senses, that coldness that went through you as it was passing by, you can still feel it in your back, and you're okay. It's still there.
Okay.
Then it is your turn because you
All
rolled
right,
a 20
well.
on the initiative.
I will go to hit it because I can hit it because I got blind sense. Let's go blind sense.
Yeah.
All right, we will. Interesting. Does a 16 hit?
You can actually roll a 16.
Yes.
No, it's not enough.
Okay. Second attack. 31's gonna probably hit though.
31 will hit, yes.
Okay.
Is that a crit?
No, it's 19. It's one below a crit. Second highest roll I can do. I will drop another level 1 on it. We will roll 11 plus 3d8 plus 20. So that is 11 slashing damage and 20 radiant damage for 31 in total.
31 damage. Okay. Well, you turn around and slash it vigorously. You feel your sword going through the creature, hitting its core, and then just keep going. And your sword embeds itself in the floor as you feel the shape just going and completely evaporate. It had 30 hit points.
Nice. I think I got it, guys.
How do you have a plus 12 to hit?
Because I have a plus 3 steel glass blade sword that I waited like 6 months for.
Right. It's plus 3, not plus 2.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it a level sooner than I would normally start handing out level 3 plus 3 sword, but you waited long enough. Alright. The creature dissipates.
Alright. Well, that was creepy. You alright, Remy?
Mine, I will say that for your reference, he does look better than how he started after Jord came in to give him a heal, but before it looked like he'd taken like at least 2 stabs from the creature.
We'll have to watch our backs. I don't know if there are more of these around.
That's a good question. Right now, Remy, how do you feel? Those things were never there before. You've never been attacked by something while you were here. So, what is Remy's emotion state right now?
I would say at this point, probably a little, well, maybe more than a little anxious, because it now makes him uncertain if anything else has moved in since the last time he's been here. So,
Okay.
Well, we know some of the traps were still active, so we know at least nothing's gone into some of the doors. If something did move in. But
Well, you did just see it move through you, so...
that is true. So if it's like, yeah, shadow creatures, maybe. Alright.
Alright, you searched through 3 rooms so far. The 3 rooms on the upper part of the map. There's still 1 room at the end of the hallway. There's the kitchen that's below you, and then the hallway turns. Remy would be able to tell you by memory that it will turn and there will be a cross intersection, one going into the kitchen, one going into the dining hall. And if you keep going forward, you'll end up in a L turn. There's a door one side leading outside, and the other side of the L takes you to the rest of this place.
Audience is going to switch actually to his mace for the reason that it sheds bright light at a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20.
Okay.
So that if there are any more of these creatures hiding in shadow, they will be revealed as we walk by the radius of light.
Okay.
And I will use Terraned to cast light.
Okay.
Make it real bright in here.
Actually, the real funny part is that like between audience's light, your light, and Raimi's light, and then also reflecting off of your chrome exterior, just like
Yeah.
it is painfully bright.
Yeah. I think we're giving up on stealth. I think we're just. All right. Let's check out this room at the end of the hall. I guess we'll start
Before
there.
we leave, did it leave any kind of body or residue or anything when it died, or did it
no,
just
it
dissipate?
shredded itself into pieces, as if evaporating silk, sort of visual. Slash through it, it just starts fraying and simply disappears in the air.
And so there's nothing left.
No,
All right.
just like a
Could I-
nightmare in the morning.
Do an Arcana check about it. See if I
Yeah.
recognize it,
Okay, yes.
or if I've heard of it. That's nat 20.
I was debating in my
Well-
mind where would I put the DC for this, and then you said natural 20. It's kind of obscure, no pun intended, but it feels like you saw this somewhere in a book. It's conjured monsters. It's literally called a shadow from the past. It's bad memories lingering, given shape through summoning magic.
So it had to be summoned by somebody.
Somebody summoned it, but also your memory of this tells you two things. Yeah, but there is a stronger version of those creature. That's a memory from the past, but there is the haunting nightmare, which is nearly identical, but so much stronger.
Right. And are these things that would have had to have been like the person who summoned them? Would they still have to be around, or could these things have just been summoned like a while ago and left?
It could have been summoned a while ago. Although it would mean that whomever did this was of a higher level than the minimum required to summon this. So you're dealing with someone with a very good knowledge of arcane magic.
Alright. Alright, guys. Be on the lookout for. Yeah, these are summoned creatures. So
Born from
someone might still be around, or they just kind of summoned them as traps. But also, that's the baby brother version. So be on your guard. There's a worse version that we might run into.
Well, I'll be ready for that. And if it's summoned, we'll kill the summoner.
Well, they might not still be here, but
depending
could
on
be
its level.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Sorry, depending on its knowledge of arcane of the arcane.
Well, let's keep moving. We're just trying to see if we can find the information of where the wizard went and any other things we can find. So,
All right.
no news hanging about, waiting for these things to gather.
All right.
I think we got one more room to check out on this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
With your arcane
I would
knowledge-
ask,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was actually about to ask his arcane roll. I was going to ask if there was any connection between the black pearls and the shadow creatures from.
Fisher wouldn't.
Are they like anchored to an object?
No.
Okay.
So that the creature itself, the shadow from the past, is born from traumatic memory. So someone inside of that room lived very traumatic memories, and that energy left lingering in there was coalesced through magic, giving it shape to this. So it's not tethered to an object, it's tethered to painful memories lived inside of that room. So whomever lived there before suffered repeatedly. One thing you would be able to warn everyone is that when it will appear, it will usually manifest itself stealthed. And the attack it can make from its stealthed shape is the most devastating one. Probably what Remy got when it appeared. The other attacks are not as strong, but it can go into a little frenzy and just... So the cumulative damage it can do from those attacks can go beyond the bigger attack, but not
They're
each one
ambush.
Yeah.
Ambushers. That was my guess. That's why I lit up everything.
Yeah, we should try and stick together more.
Yeah, let's not split up. At least definitely, if we're going to split up, go in pairs at least. Someone with a light.
Yeah.
And right now, the only one who doesn't have a light is Jorg.
Jorg, you can cast light, right? You probably have light.
Now he's a druid. He would be able to produce fire, but not light. If he has the cantrip.
I don't know what your cantrips you have, Jorg. Alright, let's go. Oh.
Check out the last room for another marble.
Yeah, check out that last room. See if it has a trapped chest with a marble in it.
Alright. Assuming there's gonna be another glyph of warning on the door.
Yeah, we can go check it out.
Actually,
not every door has had a glyph of warding, right? Or has every door had a glyph of warding?
Yeah.
Yes, every door has had a glyph. Okay.
The walls in between these rooms. I mean, on the map, it's 5 feet. Is it actually 5 feet?
Yes, it's
They're
5
5
feet
foot
of rock.
Okay.
Everything on the map is accurate. However, the wall next to the door is probably 3/4 of an inch thick and made of wood.
Is the glyph of warding just on the door specifically?
It's on the door frame so far.
The door frame, that's where we've seen it.
I want a Kool-Aid man through the wall next to the door.
I mean, it's
We've
a strategy. Should we assume then that he's just gonna shout "Oh yeah" while he's doing it?
Yeah. Only if I actually make it through. Otherwise, it's gonna go.
Oh yeah!
Oh no!
Oh yeah! All right, Fisher. What else can I say? Strength athletic roll to see if you can. Try and not roll a 1.
That's a 18.
Well, it's not as cinematic as you would have hoped. It worked. You know, you shoulder the wall and then you realize you didn't go completely through, but the plank gave in. You're sort of half inside of the room with the plank just cracked and pushed inward. It wasn't as cinematic as you'd hope, but kind of worked. It's gonna be easy to just push the rest out of the way.
It turns out that this was the one glyph of warding, was just like, and this one activates when they try to go through the wall.
I think I just kind of like lose my balance and just kind of fall through the rest of it. And so like clear the rest of it out, but just because I'm on the ground now and fell through it instead of.
Well, actually, you're on a bed.
You know. Right.
There was a bed on the other side of the wall.
Bear trapped me when I land in it.
Why would you even ask?
It's a good point. Nobody saw that.
You're good, Fisher.
Remy, you want to check the chest in there for traps?
Remy will just slip himself through the hole, maybe a bit of a tiptoe in case there's like shrapnel or something.
Audience will kind of look at the hole and be like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna fit."
It's definitely not a clean hole.
No.
Audience will be like, "I'm gonna wait for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna fit through that."
You're not that much bigger than me.
I'm gonna rephrase that. I don't want to squeeze that.
Fair enough.
Well, you don't want to try to squeeze yourself into that dirty hole.
Well, then you can make yourself useful and then go close the other door and then take the lever off.
Okay.
Close the door first, though.
Audience will do that.
Alright, so audience goes.
Jory, come with me. We're going in pairs.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming.
Alright.
That's 10 feet down the hall.
Alright, so Remy, make your investigation roll, and I'd say as audience, well, I feel like I don't need audience's answer because I think I know it. But Jorg, maybe your answer will be different. How do you feel exactly right now as you're moving through those halls, knowing that there are those shadowy creature born from the trauma of...
Disturbed, knowing that children were raised in here.
Only disturbed? What about you personally?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
you
we
hear
can
us?
hear you.
Can you hear me?
It's a little hard
Yes.
out over the sound of Sam's
Can you hear-
munching, but
Can you hear us?
I think he can't hear us.
Can you hear us? Avery, can you hear us?
Uh-huh. I
Okay.
can.
You're
It is on and off. It
Okay.
sometimes. Yes.
Yes. We can hear you.
Uh,
Fine.
if you guys want,
I
we
think
can
our
go ahead
internet
and take
upgrade
our
is
break
actually
now,
done.
and then Jor can
Okay.
do maybe like an in and out.
Like
Yeah.
a burger? Or like
No, animal style.
I mean, he can do with that whatever with his 15 minutes.
But you could try and solve your earphone problem, and so will I, because once again I can only hear from the right ear. So
Okay.
we can take a break now.
I can keep munching.
Yes, without having to Turn off the microphone. All right.
Crunch, munch.
Let's go with rain. It's always soothing to have rain. Alright, see you back in 15 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back. Alright. Interrupt the rain. Alright, so I believe we ended with Remy looking for traps and Jorg and audience going to retrieve the lever after having closed the door. Now, the big question is, audience, do you think about closing the door before removing the lever?
Because it was specifically stated twice by Fisher, yes.
Alright, you close the door, you remove the lever. And then the mountain just falls apart. No.
Dang.
It easily works. The lever comes off without any big problem. Oh yeah, like I was saying, Jorg, what is Jorg emotional state right now as he's looking at all of this and everything that happens and
he is disturbed about what these kids have gone through. Imagining kids in this situation. And yeah. Regrets anything he could have said towards Raimi that was insensitive.
What do you mean? You say things that are insensitive to Remy?
It has happened.
Play the clip.
Remy literally could play the clip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So it's annoying. Something changed in the. In the size of the map. Okay. Yeah, it's just slightly too big. Well, that's a bit better. For some reason, the size of the square changed during the last... That's annoying. Slightly annoying. Okay. Remy, what did you roll for your investigation roll?
It's actually, I did forget to roll it.
Aw, Remy.
We got so distracted by Jork's thing.
Oh.
No, I mean like when Jork was having audio issues.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because he couldn't care less about you otherwise.
22 minimum.
Okay. Sorry, that was a little gratuitous. Okay. I was going to say bless you, but that's a spell. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
I'll take bless.
All right. So.
I cast bless.
Not right now, though.
You just wasted
Too
the
late.
spell.
Shouldn't have said anything.
You're in the other room. I mean, hallway.
I cast it on myself.
All right.
You could cast it on me also, because it can hit up to 4 targets.
No, I don't. I cast it on myself.
Damn, I see how it is. Okay. I somehow turn off my passive R's for just Jorg. Nobody else.
Why would I help you? Alright. We should print out the natural grid of these maps. That'll help you put them to scale. Anyways. Alright. I'll just readjust it when we enter combat. So, you can't be inside a wall. Well, you can, but that's...
Generally frowned upon.
It's just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. All right. So,
Someone went into the trouble of building a room, and you're just going to be in the wall.
Exactly. Although, there are some people who are going to try and go through the wall. I don't know which one is worse. So, there's a wall. It's supposed to be a separation, and you just ignore it and go through it.
Well, there wasn't a feasible door, so that's different. If they didn't want me to go through the wall, they should have made it easier to go through the door.
I understand the perspective.
And try applying that logic to anything else in real life. It's like, look, if they didn't want me to swallow all the pills, they should have made it harder to swallow all the pills.
I mean, you say that like we don't have special prescription bottles that are kind of harder to open, and
Well, I did used to work with someone that had problem opening those things, and I used to have sick fun every time opening the bottle and handing out to the person and saying, "Child resistant." Good times. All right. So, with a 22. Well, with a 22, let me see the room completely. All right. So, you don't find anything specific with a 22. It's pretty good. You're pretty confident. Like I keep saying, it's nearly supernatural good. So, you're pretty confident that... where you don't find anything, there isn't anything to be found. There is something weird with one of the chests, and one of the window. There are 2 windows in this room, looking outside. There is a cupboard, wardrobe. That's just because it's a cupboard, and
Man, they didn't even get the benefit of it's like they had to put all their stuff in a cupboard. They had to keep like their clothes and shit with like moldy food or something.
yeah, no, it's just that in Dungeon Alchemist, all of these type of furniture are in the cupboard section. That's why. Fortunately, it's not a cupboard. It's a wardrobe, large closet.
The lion, the witch, and the cupboard.
Hmm.
I wonder if the world would have been different if it would have been that. Everyone always drinking tea, you know.
The bobcat, the old lady, and the cupboard.
Although imagine accidentally being sent to another world because you woke up in the middle of the night to grab a snack.
And it's considered a crime if you don't drink your tea like this. So yeah, you think there's a trap on one of the chests, and there's a trap on one of the window. Actually, the window that is to the right, left side of the room.
That has implications, but I guess in the case of I guess you'll first open the untrapped chest, or what appears to be the safe chest.
The lock is childish in nature. You know, you just have a brief moment where you're about to take your thieves' tools, and then you look at it, and you just take your nail and just go, and you open it. Well, I should say talon, not nail.
Actually, if it were truly childish, it would actually say on the chest, it's like private, do not open, grumpy face. And then it becomes a persuasion check to...
It's a mimic. You have to persuade it to open its mouth. It's a child mimic. So, yeah. Inside
Note
of it...
to self, create, mimic an own game where you have to ask permission.
You know, you gotta be nice to the mimic. So,
Anyway, continue, sorry.
That's okay. You open the chest, and it's torn clothes, only one shoe, fortunately 2 socks, but only one shoe.
Gnomes were here.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Nothing special. There's no little pearl inside.
And then Raimi will proceed to directly to the left or right of the chest, attempt to open it with his mage hand.
All right. Just like all of the others, when you open it, it just sprays out a little array of magic missile. They all impact the wall in front. You open the chest. You look inside. Once again, a bunch of everyday object, and then a small little black marble. Shiny, the same ones you've been finding in every other room, except yours.
Which, you know, Raimi's starting to feel a bit insulted now.
So, what do you do with the little pearl?
Well, he'll go ahead and pick it up and make the Zelda open a chest, find something noise. Da 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 da. You guys actually hear that?
Do you pick it up with your hands, or with the same precaution as audience have been doing so far?
It's I mean, he'll mage hand it.
Okay.
but still making the da na na na, since it pretty much looks as he can literally make it so that it's floating in the air between his hands as he
Exactly,
is
just like
holding it up.
Zelda when you take it, You hear the ta-na-na-na echo through the halls.
I mean, we gave up on stealth, so
Audience and Jorg, you easily come back to the room, guided by the music. So you have your confirmation that there was a little pearl inside of there. Now about the traps, do you leave the trap untriggered or do you trigger the trap before leaving?
Does he understand the nature of the window trap, or is it just does he just know that there's something suspicious about it?
You'd have to roll Arcana to figure out what is the what is the nature of this magical trap. See if you can't find any clues, any glyphs that would betray the nature of the trap. Or you can let Fisher do this.
I mean, he'll take a crack at it. That is going to be a soft 20.
Okay. Takes a brief moment before you eventually find something. It's a subtle clue. You feel like most people would have missed it, but it feels like the entire window is the emitter itself. It's gonna spray out something. Probably in a small cone. But it could be a straight line.
Is anybody currently in front of that window?
Well, Fisher's on the bed. Unless you decided to move since. Remy did have time to try and find and disarm Trap, so what were you doing meanwhile, Fisher?
I think I was pretty much just watching his back for more shadow monsters.
Okay. Lighting the room. Alright, in that case, you were beside him when this happened, which means if it's a straight line, you can't help but to realize that if it's a straight line, it's going to cross with the head of both bed. If it's a cone, then it's going to hit both beds. So then maybe Jorg, who's right now looking through the cracked wall.
It's a risk he's willing to take. It's like I think this is a similar situation where Raimi off to the side of the window just kind of like lets his mage hand touch the window.
Okay. Well, you touch it and it feels like it's not enough to trigger it. You just apply a little bit of pressure on it. It's a window that can open, but from the bottom. Meaning that a person would need to be standing in front of it, pulling up to open it. A normal person, not someone with mage hand, but a normal person would have no choice but to be standing in front of it, opening it.
Yep. Raimi is now realizing that the person who lived in this room was a constant escape risk and was being punished for it. Or at least presumably. So he'll pull up on the window with the mage hand.
All right. You pull up, and the moment that the window leaves the window frame, the entire window glows, and a flash freeze just turns both bed into solid ice.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze. Deep freeze. For anyone who played the original Kingdom Hearts.
Damn. That wouldn't be as good a place to sleep on then.
Well, you can't help
Maybe
but
just
look.
in the summer.
You can't help but to look at the fact that the window, the way it was placed, the worst of it would have been directly on the heads of whomever would have been sleeping on those beds. The pillow itself, when you get close to it and you decide to just touch it, you realize that it's been frozen so totally and completely that you're afraid if you drop it on the floor, it's just going to shatter.
I guess as a point of curiosity, it's like, what's the view of the window from... Well, yeah, what's the view from that window?
It's a pretty good view, actually. You can see outside. You can feel a breeze of fresh air through the small gap at the bottom of the window. Make an investigation roll.
Uh, 26.
Something dawns on you as you open, you just feel the breeze and the window pouring out ice like this, flash freezing everything. You know, if someone would have left that window open in the middle of winter, whomever would have been in this room would have died from exposure. Suddenly that idea just creates a uncomfortable weight in your stomach. Because one thing that you notice is that the boots that you keep finding in those chests, they're child size.
As if the list of reasons to kill this guy was already too long.
No, let's hear him out. I think he.
He was one of those.
Perspective.
He was one of those misunderstood villains, guys. I promise.
It wasn't intentional. It's
like
all it's
he
all
didn't
my
kidnap.
yeah.
He didn't kidnap children, or purchase children. In some cases, it's like he captured and or purchased 10,000-year-old demons in the bodies of children.
Yeah.
His workers were just being lazy, and he was just trying to increase productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, Raimi, why didn't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
The funny part is that Raimi only just recently purchased boots.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Well, that was the problem.
If you'd had boots, it would have all been better.
Yeah. That's just bad management right there. You gotta give them the tools to succeed. If you don't at least give them their own bootstraps, they can't.
How are they going to pull themselves up?
Well, that was the point. He was trying to keep him down.
Oh.
Yeah, the man is always trying to keep us down.
Audience was gonna show back up with the lever and the other from the doorway.
Okay. Just as you see that flash freeze, just going a little bit past the damage wall that Fisher went through, and you got George just taking a step back as he saw this wall of flash freeze ice reaching the the wall itself.
I'll be like, is everyone still toasty in there? No one frozen?
No, we're good.
All right.
I was about to say,
I got-
done. No one's answering. They're all dead.
I got the lever. Did you guys find another pearl?
Yep.
Do you want me to start with the other pearls?
Yeah.
Cool.
The pearl floats toward you.
All right. I'll take out the handkerchief that we've been putting them all in. Put it in the. Put it with all the other pearls. I think we're up to 5 now. 4.
Three.
4
Three.
now.
Three.
4. Right. 3.
You found one in each room except Remy.
Yeah.
So 3. All right. Well, exiting the room.
I thought we did find one in Remy's room. Did we not? I thought there was a pearl at the bottom of his chest that wasn't there.
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
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 no,
I was
we should
pretty
be
sure
at
this
4.
was our 4th pearl.
Yeah, this was our 4th.
Actually,
We got the pearl
Yeah, there
from-
were 4.
Because we got the one from every room. Because we had the whole conversation with Remy where I was like, hey, Remy, is there anything in here that shouldn't be? And he did the pearl.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
So we're up to 4. Yeah, we found 4 pearls in 4 rooms.
All right.
All right. Let's move on to the kitchen, I guess.
Ah, the kitchen. Remy has a few memories there. Sneaking in a little bit of food when he could. He tells you just a little bit down the Oh, damn. I moved the entire map. I was trying to move Fisher, and I moved the entire map. Never mind. Alright. So, in what order? Audience first, Remy second because he can give direction. What about
Sure,
Fisher
audience
and
can
Joel?
take the lead because he has the light, which should shine out any shadows we see.
Well, then in that case, it would make sense that Fisher would be last because he has a light and Jorg does not.
Yeah. Light coverage is good.
Okay. So you move like this.
Is there a door into the kitchen?
There is no door. It's just an open hallway. So, alright.
So
No trap door. As you move toward the kitchen, so to your from your orientation, it would be the reverse. So to your left, there's the dining hall, and to your right, there is the kitchen.
We'll go to the kitchen first.
Okay. So you go to the kitchen, and let's move everyone and Fisher. All right. So you enter the kitchen. The kitchen's been long abandoned. 4 tables, a whole lot of shelves. Most of them are completely empty. Now, you do see signs that there might have been food left there a long time ago, but it was either eaten, stolen, or rotted away. The setup is made to make food for a good amount of people, and that's probably one of the things that might disturb Remy just a little bit, because the way that this is set up, you can easily feed $30 people with a kitchen that size and with that much place for food. But Remy, you've never seen that many people. I mean, you've crossed people that you associated as guards, and on rare occasion, you've seen other people working on stuff, just like you. But in all of your memories, you maybe saw a grand total of 10 kids throughout the time you've been there, and for some reason, they never stayed very long. And the guards and the personnel, you've never seen more than 15 of them. So a kitchen being able to easily serve 30, 40 people? Wow. Either he grossly overestimated what he needed, or there are a lot more people than you even knew.
Probably still being underfed.
Yeah. And if you take that into consideration, you've seen what would have been 6 other children. A child will not eat as much as an adult, meaning a lot more people than you remember could have actually been there. When it comes to looking around, now there aren't a lot of places where something could have been hidden, but you do notice that there are 2 very large barrels, which probably would have either water or some sort of very, very mild alcohol, usually used to mix with water when you're not sure if it's safe or not. It was a common practice in the Middle Age. You just add a little bit of alcohol to water, stir well, and it sterilizes most liquid and makes it safe to drink. And it's not potent enough to cause anyone to be drunk. But there are big barrels. There are also 2 hearths on which they probably roasted some different type of meats, and well, they're connected to the ceiling, which means either they're connected outside through magic, or it's a straight shaft through the mountain directly outside, which is a bit weird. And there's a fire pit to your right. And that's the content of this room. And 4 tables, which are just damaged by years of use and probably years of neglect since last time someone prepared food. But one thing is sure, with the state of this kitchen, no one has prepared food in here for years.
So, well, I suppose maybe the barrels might be a good place to look just to see if there's anything inside them.
Okay. Make an investigation.
I'll help.
All right. So
Okay, guys.
Fisher's inside, Jorgen inside, between the tables, and Remy's in front of the barrels, and the audience is at the entrance. So everyone's there.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of that combined, that's going to be a 32.
All right. One thing I have to ask as you're going through this investigation, Remy, with everything you've found in the other rooms, what is Remy's thoughts, emotional state as you're deciding to go through barrels the size of people.
He's hoping that people weren't put in these barrels. But it's like, actually he's really hoping it's not like an Iron Maiden situation. Or anything similar to that. Or Iron Maiden, waterboarding. Actually, you could do a lot of things with the barrel now that I'm thinking about it.
So, hoping you don't find clues like this, or fearing you'll find clues like this?
Fearing he will. I don't. The hope that he doesn't find them, but the fear is that it is there, and he just has to accept that for what it is.
Okay. So, you check the barrel. One barrel is okay. You don't find anything which would suggest that there might be a trap. You said you rolled 22, is that it?
No, 32.
32, okay.
With advantage and guidance.
So you're even more confident that the barrel on which you didn't find anything probably has nothing, because that's literally supernatural abilities. So you practically dismantled it without dismantling it. The second barrel, you do find something on it. It's glyphs all around the rim of the barrel. Now, the barrel can't be opened, but the way that they seem to just have been placed after the front part of the barrel has been removed and placed back in makes you feel that this may not push outward. This may push inward. Or pull inward. But it is definitely magical in nature. And most probably a trap. Although what would trigger it? You'd say either removing the entire flat portion or opening it through the normal way, through this little what is it called again? The thing that sticks out of barrels so you can just pull liquid from it. Forgotten the name, sorry.
Tap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Is that
So
what it's
either
called?
by
it's called tap.
using the tap or by trying to remove the entire cover. One of those two is most likely going to trigger the trap. The nature of it is more difficult. You'd have to use Arcana to figure out what may happen.
I guess since Fisher is there, like working with him, just like this is sus.
All right. Sure.
And I guess maybe Amy will make an Arcana to figure. I mean, if nothing else, it's mostly just making sure that the barrel doesn't like explode.
Mm-hmm.
Fisher, you want to help?
Yeah, or do my own.
Okay.
That's
a 20.
All right. What about you, Remy?
that's going to be only a 19 for me.
Good.
All right. Well, you look at it, and the more you look at it, Remy, the more you feel like, yeah, this thing is gonna pull. It's gonna pull you toward the barrel. Fisher, you had the precision to that. Those glyph, they make you. There's something similar to it, sort of like what happens to your sword when you use chromatic strike and use acid. The whole thing makes you think of a stomach.
Ah,
It's either gonna spew out acid or pull you inside in acid.
You ever learn about those carnivorous plants that are just like a cup, and
I
the
know
thing
which one.
slips on the edge and falls in and then gets digested? I think that's what this is.
Remy's face twists or contorts in
horrific.
response to that.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's actually gonna do anything as long as we don't hop in it.
Well, you think that if you try and remove the cover, or if you use the tap, it might trigger the trap.
Okay. So yeah, as long as we don't touch it, I think we should be good.
And what, like, is there just like dissolved people in it? Why would there be a tap?
Well, not anymore.
The
Well, I think
Amy's
that's
going
just
to-
the bait.
So is
Remy will
It's a trap, not information, correct?
Yes, it's the information on the trap that they gathered
Yeah.
from their roll.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, I think we can just leave it. I think it's just a trap that we just don't spring.
Yeah.
then I guess Remy will,
all right.
since the barrels, I guess, yeah. I guess then Remy will look about the rest of the kitchen just to see if there's anything left behind besides crumbs.
Yes.
Audience is gonna open his dimensional storage and take the barrel with him.
By
Watch us go back into the
Picking it
dimensional
up?
storage and everything else is just in the barrel.
Well, you said it was if you take off the lid, right?
You think that if you take off the lid or use the tap, it's gonna.
Or interact with the tap.
Yeah. No. Listen, there could be some use for it later. It's a perfectly safe, harmless barrel.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Oh, I think I know what we can use it for. Put this fucking wizard in it.
I was maybe thinking about that.
Audience opens the dimensional storage. Fisher makes a little bit of room so audience can go in front and pulls that huge barrel inside of the space.
And then I'm gonna put a warning sticker on it so we know which barrel it is.
Smart.
It's still a very large barrel. Barrel are really heavy, so audience at least make an athletic roll.
Sure, I can do that.
Try and not roll a 1, but
How does a 24 feel?
it's actually pretty decent. I mean, you make a better show of when Fisher tried to burst through a wall.
Yeah.
And of course, Remy loves it because you tear out your shirt.
I'm just gonna look like innocently and Fisher be like, maybe we'll use this later. In that exact tone. And then disappear into my dimensional space with the barrel.
Just as the audience comes out, zips the dimensional storage with a huge grin on his face. He looks at all of you, and unfortunately, audience, as your head turns toward Jorg, you're not in time to warn Jorg of a shadow that just stretched out from under the table and slams a dagger in Jorg's back.
Ow.
With a 30 stealth, no one saw it coming. With an attack of 29 to hit you, you weren't able to prevent it. You get attacked once again by one of those shadows for 49 points of piercing damage as it materialized behind you.
Ow.
Jorg!
Ow. Fuck.
Well, I'd say you probably what
There
you
is
say
a just
probably
God.
feels more than ow fuck.
There's just a wheeze.
Yeah, the air just leaves your lung as you. The creature hisses at all of you, ready for combat once again.
Fair enough.
It looks identical to the last one, meaning you know probably you know what to expect.
Yeah, I'll roll initiative. I rolled poorly. I rolled an 8. I was still thinking about the barrel.
I rolled an 18.
My bad, Dork. I left with the light. That's on
Yeah,
me.
you weren't ready.
I was the one keeping the shadow at bay with my base.
Yeah, and here I am, just getting backstabbed. That's okay, I can take it.
So audience an 8. Fisher.
I got a nat 20 for
Yeah.
24.
All right.
Whoa.
Remy.
Fisher was on
Uh,
top of it.
Not as impressive. Raimi only gets a 23.
Lame.
No, it's nothing. 23. You know. Jorg.
18.
Dork got an 18.
18. All right. Which means Fisher goes first with a 24. And it just so happens that
Alright.
you're right next to Jorg, so you see the creature in diagonal to where you are.
I'll still step forward to F4.
All right.
And then I'm gonna booming blade it.
Booming blade.
Here comes the boom. Maybe.
Here
That's
comes
an
the
18 to hit.
Miss.
Does an 18 hit?
No. Your sword goes inside of the creature, but you learn just like Remy that it's not solid all the way through, so you don't hit the vulnerable part of it.
aim
Dang.
for its balls, Fisher.
Meaning, with my description, that you're almost there.
I'll swing again. That will be a
Did
24
you
to
say
hit.
aim for the
That is
balls?
enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just assumed that was the vulnerable spot.
Kick him in the nads.
Kick him with the nerds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is 14 slashing damage.
All right.
And that's my turn. Oh my god.
Hmm.
That was both a shout and a yawn at the same time. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
impressive.
Am I wrong to
Right
say
away.
that you? I think you're tired.
What?
All right, next one, Remy with a 23.
Get him, Remy. Save Jorg's life.
Remy rolls with
Like,
disadvantage.
you're not
I did
making
yours,
this easier.
Remy rolls like the first nat one in combat.
It's like, Remy, how did you roll 2 nat 1s on an advantage roll?
Don't ask me how. Remy throws his dagger. It seems looks like it at the shadow. Somehow it just hits Jorg. Oops. Guess I missed.
Remy will steady aim for advantage. And then throw the good boy at the shadow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look, Remy's a trickster, but he's not a munchkin. There's a difference. So, alright, so that's a 29 to hit.
That is enough. Way more than enough.
Better be.
We're not at the 30 DC god monsters yet, like the angels.
Well, we were talking about that right before you came in. So with everything that that was said, I think I'm gonna have to make the last boss of this entire campaign 40 AC.
I don't think we'll hit it.
No, the maximum is
honest.
39.
So,
Oh, it's
yeah, so 33 piercing.
All right.
Well, technically we'd hit on nat 20, so
Yeah.
that's it.
yeah.
Anyway, that was all of Remy's actions, and he can't move, so that's the end of his turn.
That's okay. You're at the other end of the room.
How much damage was it? Sorry, I missed that.
30.
33 piercing.
33. Okay.
All right. Then it goes to the enemy with a 20 initiative. All right, and it's gonna concentrate on, well, Jorg. He seems to be injured, so let's try and finish him.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so well, one attack is a 12, one attack is a sum of 20, and one attack is a 28.
I will silvery barbs the last 28.
Then in that case, the last one is 25.
Oh dang!
I'll use
George, you're supposed to die.
War Mage to gain. I'm using the Robe of the War Mage to cast Shield on myself.
Okay, increasing your AC too.
It's by 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 24.
So
Damn.
one hit.
Only one hit.
If I only get taken.
Just barely.
One.
I think
Yeah.
you all have shield now, one way or the other.
I don't.
No, but you got a shield, so.
Got the lame muggle version.
Yeah. My shield is pretty lame. It only does a little bit. I should
Yeah.
do more.
It should do more.
All right. In that case, one attack got distracted by Silvery Barb. One hit the shield, and the last one actually hits you. And 25 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
That it keeps slashing into you. And, well, I
Ow.
won't ask you to all roll for fear because audience is in the room, so...
When audience is here, fear is never near.
Ooh, I was wondering how you were gonna finish that sentence. Alright, well, that's the creature, unfortunately.
Probably with an exclamation point.
Unfortunately, there's no shadow because of everyone just in every direction, so it can't hide. Meaning it's gonna stay there.
Man, you just really hate us now.
Alright, so we go down to 18, which means it's Jorg.
Heal, Jorg.
I'm gonna
Heal.
upcast Moonbeam on it into that corner that it's in.
Okay.
I guess I should heal, but I'm angry. But it's made out of shadow, so Moonbeam.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
The radiant damage is good against
Mhm.
shadows.
It needs a const. Oh wait, on its
On
turn.
its turn.
On its turn.
Each creature.
Yeah.
Oh, when it appears, each creature makes a Constitution saving throw. So it's when the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. Also,
Sorry, you check to make sure which version you're reading, because that is the wording of the new Moonbeam for 2024. 2014 Moonbeam, it doesn't happen until it's their turn.
Yeah, or when the creature enters the cylinder.
Or when the creature enters.
What is the 2025 version, though?
Are we,
the
are we
2024
using the legacy
I'm
version or the new
joking. It's a
version?
joke.
Oh.
I don't think the 2020 something else than 4 is going to come anytime soon.
I know. Oh, what version? He's asking what version are they using? Are you using the version? of
The legacy.
Legacy.
It'll show up as legacy.
It's going to be on their turn.
Oh, we're using legacy.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
not. We are not in 2024 yet.
Okay, then I will.
It's still going to hurt it
I
on
see.
its turn.
Yep, I've been preparing the non-legacy versions. That's my B. My B.
So,
No, it's
Mhm.
okay.
are you still using Moonbeam?
All right.
It's still going to affect... It's still going to damage it before it can do anything.
I want to use Moonbeam, and that
Well,
sounds
then,
like a bad
in that
idea.
case, that's okay. You used Moonbeam.
Lock it in. Go with your
I'm
gut.
doing it anyways
Yeah,
because
dude.
I'm angry.
Instead
Yeah,
of doing
I'm
damage
doing it.
now, it's going to do damage on its turn. So it's still going to
Yeah.
do damage.
I cast Moonbeam on the.
Okay?
Yeah. Yup.
And then,
And then
you still
I'm
have
going
bonus
to,
action and movement?
Use my bonus action to. Well, I'm not gonna move.
Do you have healing word?
I can't because I used the spell already.
No, because you used the spell, right? You can't.
Is there there's a delay when I hear you guys and you guys hear me?
It's always like this at the
No.
beginning of the stream,
That is
but
causing
after a
some
few minutes, it
communication.
stabilizes.
But I think I can. For me, there's definitely delay because you say like healing word, and then I say I can't because I used a spell, and then you'll say healing word again, and then you'll react to what I said.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, you probably have
I
a
can't
little
remember
delay.
if I can wild shape as a bonus action.
No, I
I'll
think
take
as a
one
bonus
action.
action...
Okay, I cannot.
oh,
Never mind.
no, that's right. You are now a shape-shifting druid.
The moon druid,
I think
hold
you
on.
can then.
I think you can.
but it's
because
not in
you
my
are.
bonus action. Oh, combat wild shape. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will do it. I'm gonna wild shape into a
It's not a big room.
Not something large. I always do brown bear, and then I realize I will squish Raimi and audience pretty bad. So maybe not that.
Turn into
Well,
a ferret.
You know, Remy might
Freaking
think
lows.
it's a reward. You know, he attacked
That
he attacked the enemy. You turn into a bear and you orient your behind toward Remy. So Remy's gonna see a huge furry ass. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what birds like.
I think Remy's more into the scalies than the furries, but just from off of observation. But
Seems like it.
It's like scalies and I guess also goo folk.
Goofolk, yeah.
If we include his husband.
Gooies and scalies, what a combo.
Okay, now
And
anything
about a
else?
gooey scaly.
Okay. I'm gonna find a wait, is medium is our size.
Yes.
Yeah, medium's our size.
Oh, so I can do a black bear without squishing everybody.
You can't do
They
a
are
black
the
bear.
smallest size of bear.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I turn into a black bear, which gives me my extra little bit of health.
Well, it gives you a pool of health that someone has to go through in order to injure you.
Which you wouldn't get in 2024,
Mhm.
but
Aren't you happy for that
Oh.
specific reason right now that we're still playing on the old rule?
I mean,
why would
you can
why would
say
they
that.
change that? Was it P?
well,
they made
wanna explain it
Druid
or me?
better. They made Druid better, but they took out the cheese factor of the health juggling that Druids could do. They made it honestly a better class, but it's okay.
if you want to blame anything,
That's
it's the
cool.
fact that level 2 moon druids were basically outdoing every martial for its level.
Yeah.
It's like and including like
makes
outdoing the
sense.
barbarian in terms of health and damage output, which
Oh wow.
doesn't feel so great.
They made Druids
When
a
you're-
little bit more spell casting focused. And you can still do wild shape, but it's like you get temp HP now instead of health juggling. So you still get the health bonus, but it's not like a
Well, moon druids anyway. It's like
Moon druids.
they other druids. Basically, they changed it to where you take on the form of the animal. It's like, and honestly, as long as you don't drop to 0 hit points, you can stay in that form as long as you want.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
They could also set.
So that was kind of like the trade-off.
I like those changes.
They could have also resolved the problem by increasing the CR of bears, but
Well, the whole point is that you want to be able to transform into more things besides bears.
Yeah.
all right. That was Jorg, which means audience.
That was my turn.
Okay. Audience. Gonna walk up. He's gonna do something fancy here. He's gonna hit the thing.
Nice. Blind us with the
shit.
light.
Yeah, he's gonna hit it. He's gonna miss. And then I'm gonna roll again. And I assume a 22 hits.
Yes.
Okay. At least it's a little bit less damage. 6. Throw on another Divine Smite. There's 12. Less damage this time. We will do 18 damage this time on that hit.
All right. Okay. All right. Audience hits. Audience miss. Which means we go back to the top of the initiative after that. Going back to Fisher. Impress us.
Hit it, Fisher.
I
Hit it real good.
believe I've got advantage, right? I mean, surrender?
Because of the formation? Yeah.
Oh,
It is a
I guess I should have
triangular
rolled.
formation.
I should have rolled one of my attacks with advantage. It's okay though. We'll move on.
Well, I don't mind letting you re-roll. You know, Fisher still hasn't re-rolled his attack.
Let's see if I would have hit on the one I missed. I would not have.
Okay.
So there you
Then
go.
Go ahead, Fisher. Kill it. You know you can do this in 2
We're
rounds. You've done
We're
it
gonna
before.
go all in, just as once.
Go, go, go.
The Great Weapon Master, Booming Blade.
Time for an all-out attack.
Just don't go all in like the Cowboys did.
Uh-huh.
That's a sports joke in a D&D game, and no, it's fine. I'm sorry. That shouldn't cross that.
That is a 19.
Know your
to hit?
audience.
19 is exactly enough.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Alright.
There was a moment
That's
where
no-
you felt like it might go right beside this weak spot, and then pong! You feel like you hit something inside.
That is better. That's 14 thunder damage. And
14.
8 plus 17 is 25 slashing damage.
Well,
All right. It hisses. It is injured.
And then I will swing again with Great Weapon Master.
Go, go, go.
That is only going to be an 18.
No. You missed by 1.
I'm sorry. I don't have an aura that buffs attacks.
Oh, too bad. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, man. Help a guy out.
Can you imagine if they gave paladins +3 to all your party's attack rolls
Yeah.
as well? Jesus Christ!
I mean, Oathbreakers let you add their charisma modifier to their damage rolls, and if they're undead.
True. Yeah.
All right. Fisher, do you want to move?
Nope.
Bonus action. Burst into a dance.
The second attack. When I use Booming Blade,
Oh yeah.
my bonus action is the second attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, in that case, Remy, come on, Remy, you can do it.
Get him, Remy. Get him.
Sorry, apparently my Twitch is just gone to advertisement.
Well, you know, you need to buy soda. So there's a triangular formation around the creature, which means you have advantage because of your friends. You don't need steady aim.
My friends are my power.
The power of friendship.
In other words, in that case, he'll rush in, do a booming blade, good boy attack.
Okay.
Oh, my friends really are my power. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
But that does mean I got to roll more dice. Or just re-roll dice. That's probably going to be easier.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was thinking for future campaigns, maybe change the way that the damage for critical rolls are made. I heard one that I liked. You rolled naturally, but you just add your maximum damage output to it. So
yeah, I
you're
think that's the
always
new one
sure.
added in 2024.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
the brutal critical. I think it's called brutal, or is it called brutal?
I don't know. I'd heard it before
No.
Yeah.
on the internet while just listening to how some people
Yeah,
were
that
doing
is
their
the
critical.
new 2024 rules. Is you basically
Okay.
just get max damage, and then you get 1 dice of the damage type added to that max damage.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, 1 die, not the
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Not
no,
just
not
the
the-
normal
double
damage.
It's
All right, so
All right,
then-
so
Yeah.
54 piercing, and then
calculating damage takes.
and then
so
20
much.
thunder.
So for a grand total of 74 damage.
Yes.
Okay. You throw your dagger. It hits square in the center where you know there's a very vulnerable part, and as the energy of one booming blade added with another booming blade fuse together, you hear the creature just go, "Ha." As it evaporates. And you
Wait,
killed
did it enjoy that? That just brings up whole other questions inside of me.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am suddenly very reminded of like way back when Rainey was still like learning to do booming blade. That whole thing with like hitting a shield over and over. This kind of feels like that situation. It's like,
Yeah.
Alright. Shadow is dead. Jorg probably needs to heal himself. But you know what? While we're here,
I can't have a bear.
why don't we summon Oranak? There's no reason to not summon Oranak. We're not doing stealth anymore.
Mm.
I'm gonna summon Oranak. Even though that might lead to hard questions of why I blew him up last time he was here. But I'm still gonna summon him.
Alright. Oh, there's a huge delay on Twitch. Best viewers. Alright, I'm banning him. Here we go. Whew. You almost summoned the other one. Almost.
That would have been really awkward in the kitchen. We would have had to vacate the kitchen quickly. Audience actually might have been okay. I'm by the door. You guys would have been in trouble.
You know, I saw it fall on the 20, and then it rolled to 18. Okay, good. It takes a minute. You use the potted plant dirt that you have inside of the storage. Summon him. Comes out. Looking at you for a brief moment, audience. Well, at least
buddy.
we're in a different place than last time.
Yeah, we're in a different mage tower.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you're okay. I was worried. We were able to repair your acorn.
Yeah, I almost stopped hearing what was happening on the other side. I don't know why.
There was a large explosion that almost took you out. It created a black hole from a storage room. I might have blown up a bunch of crystals. And that caused an explosion.
You mean you did the dumb and you use your breath weapon to attack things you shouldn't have?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Well, it's not the first time it happens.
No.
Probably won't be.
I did plan. I
Won't
did
be.
plan for my survival. I was unaware you were trapped in the other room behind a wall of force.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
Well, according to what I'm hearing, it's what prevented me from losing contact with your world altogether.
No, the wall of force was on the other side of you, not on a. The wall of force didn't. I don't think prevented any of the damage you took.
No, no, no. Okay. Well, I didn't understand well. Okay, good. That's. Well, that's. Oh, I
It
was
more blocked your retreat from the room, but you know.
right. Okay.
Which I was unaware of because I was doing my own adventure stuff and was
Yes.
making unwise decisions. But I thought I was only putting my life at risk, not
Well,
your
yeah.
life.
Mm.
Which reminds me, I'm not sure I ever talked or figured out what I did with that fairy that we found. I don't think it was ever discussed. So who knows
Well,
what happened to
I
it?
took note of it. You left it in your room. That's the last time you talked about it, so it's probably still there in the garden.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's a more hilarious answer where it's just like it's just been stuck in your pocket this whole time, screaming because the. I mean, don't get me wrong. Raimi is the biggest hoarder in the group, but I feel like the second biggest hoarder is audience.
Audience
The
just
man with
stuck in.
the extra dimensional space.
Yeah,
to hold
audience
stuff.
just stuck it in my dimensional space and forgot about it. I could have seen that.
Fortunately, it's made of crystal, so if that would have happened, it would have killed it.
Luckily, I'm not summoning you for me. I'm summoning you because your good pal Jorg over here could use some help. He took a knife to like his spine.
Yes, it's a very bad place to be hit. Jorg, can you come out of being a bear?
I unwild shape.
All right, good. All right, feels like at least two of you needs a little bit of healing, so we're gonna pop out the aura and try and heal as much of all of you as we can. So we got 3 rounds here. That's 12, 16, 20, 25, 24 points of healing, Jorg, for the first 3 rounds. And then another 3 rounds.
Nice.
So that's 12. That's 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 for the next 3 rounds. I think I have 2. And the last 4 rounds. So last 4 round we have, so that's the equivalent of 12, 16, 19, 20, 25, 26. 26 points for the last 4 rounds.
All right. I'm feeling good now.
Alright, so anyone else needs something else?
I don't think so.
I could use a little bit if you've got some left.
Oh, could the baby use a little touch up? No, it's okay. You're good. Sorry.
But never mind, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, for real. Like, okay, so Raimi's only currently only missing 16. Is Fisher missing anything?
Fisher is missing 20.
He's missing 20. All right.
Okay,
I mean, Fisher takes more abuse,
is-
though.
Yeah, Fisher is missing
Yeah.
a little more.
I mean, I feel like Raimi should take the last. If there's one left, Raimi should take it.
No, he'd have to recast.
Then I'm
well,
fine.
no, but he can at least give
You can give a cure wounds
yeah.
or a healing word or something. He doesn't have to give a.
He's got a magical object which has 3 cure wounds inside of it, so can easily give you 2 cure wounds and 1 cure wound to Remy. So that's
Ornak the bro.
8. It's 10. So 20 hit points to you, Fisher, and 13 to you,
Perfect.
Remy. And that exhausts his necklace of prayer beads for today with the cure wounds.
Thanks, Ornak. By the way, we are searching for information about where the wizard of this place went and any other information related to our quest, and a lot of traps. Smaller traps than the last one, but watch out for those, like barrels and windows and chests. And also there are these shadow guys that like to hide under stuff, and if you're not paying attention, they'll stab you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We're looking for evidence of Raimi's child abuse growing up for the court case that we're building against. It's
You see Arunak just going, that's... No, I'm not going to say it this time. All right. All right. Well, in that case, some people like hiding in the shadows. He just wiggles his head just a little bit, and you see dancing lights appearing around him. So I guess I'm going to have that up while we're moving.
Nice. Now we got even more light. So much. Actually, if Ornak's gonna use dancing lights, audience is gonna switch back to his sword because now he doesn't need his mace as much. Because there's more.
Yeah,
steady light.
in the case of Arunak, it more looks like fireflies, very bright fireflies, just dancing around him. But it's this dancing light spell.
We have just finished the kitchen. We've done the 4 rooms over there. I think we were gonna head over to the dining room.
Oh, good. Nothing bad ever happens in dining rooms.
Well, the only really bad thing we found in here was a barrel that if you tried to open or mess with it, it would pull you inside a vat of acid. But none of us triggered it, so
Oh, that's good.
it's
So
in
what
my
did you-
storage now.
Oh, sorry, I asked.
Yeah. It's there for fun reasons.
Yes. For some reason, he looks at Remy when the audience says fun reasons.
Audience lawful gun meter declines even further.
You lost 1 point.
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's really only docking a full point if we find out that he's using it for entrapping something that is good or neutral.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just a new form of execution. Don't worry about it.
yeah. I mean,
It's like imagine that, just like you are now sentenced to having a drink. Pulls out the barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the perfect trap for any dwarves.
It's An audience was watching this thing on GnomeTube recently called Breaking Bad, and he saw some cool things in that game.
Oh,
Alright.
Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Alright, you all move toward the dining area. Cautiously, you enter into the dining area. And as you move in, audience first, you look around, you can't see anything. But, Remy, you notice something inside of the room. It's hiding behind one of the long table. For a brief moment, you have the moment where you're looking and and you want to tell everyone that something's hiding there, and you just raise your hand just about to point. And then that very moment sparks something in your mind. You know what's going to happen. You fear it, but also you don't. You see a little girl coming out. And she freezes when she looks at the entire group. And she looks at you, Remy. And with which she says next, you're convinced that you're not looking at an actual girl, but something else. Because you recognize the voice of the little girl. It's a girl that you met once or twice inside of this place. And she says, Birdie! And it was the first time someone ever called you a birdie. But it's done.
Seems suspicious.
It's done with the innocence of a child. You see the little girl. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoever does an insight check, I'm casting.
Yeah,
guidance on.
audience is not trusting this random little girl that just appeared in this place.
Also, Jorg, I'm pretty sure you might have the best insight in
Jorg,
the group.
can you Jorg, you got this thing called a gem
Oh.
of true sight. Can you take a look at through that at me at the girl, please?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get the gem out. My insight is +4 also.
Well,
I don't know what I.
True
I
sight
think
would be good here though.
if we are ranking,
Yeah, I'll do true sight.
if we're ranking insight levels, it's like nobody in the party's beating Raimi. It's like but his communication skills suck.
Audience is
Oh, yeah,
going
that's
to
what I
use
thought.
his divine sense
Oh,
to detect good and evil.
I'm gonna look through the crystal at her.
Okay, so let's go down everything that's been used. So audiences use Divine Sense. Jorg uses the gem, and Remy sees Insight.
Yeah.
So
None of us are falling for the random little girl in the wizard's tower.
I mean, honestly, Raimi already knows that this isn't great, but I think he is trying to more read into the intentions of whatever vision he is being subjected to.
True Sight. Why can't I find it again?
So True Sight allows you to see through. You are not fooled by illusion, so you avoid any checks or saves related to falling for an illusion. You also see the true form of any shape changers.
Yeah, true form of any shape changers, and can see to the ethereal plane.
Ah, here we go. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It's in a single word. Word. Okay. Okay. So, Remy, with your insight, It's sort of even worse than you thought. Everything about this feels genuine. It feels too genuine. Because you can probably predict exactly everything you're about to see. It literally feels, for you, Remy, like the way you think. It's a memory taken directly out of your mind and given shape in front of you. It's exactly how it happened the first time you saw her. And you recognize every move, every expression on her face. It's exactly the same as you remember it. Jorg, your true sight gem, allows you to see it is an illusion. Pure illusion, no physical form. It is just an illusion. A good one, but an illusion.
Yeah.
Audience, your divine sense returns back to you a huge headache because although you don't feel evil presence close by, this entire place feels soaked in evil.
Okay. Audience would state from that, he'd be like, the place feels soaked in evil. I'll look over at Jarg. Is it an illusion? Because I don't sense anything threatening from it specifically.
Yeah, it's 100% illusion. Nothing real there.
Okay.
Poor Remy
I'm sorry, Remy.
getting his mind sucked. Yeah, that's.
With this, you can only deduce, Remy, that the sole purpose of this is to make you remember probably the first friend you ever got in here. And that was ripped out of your life after 2 or 3 times of meeting her. This, especially since an illusion, this has no purpose other than hurting you emotionally.
Damn.
Just not cool.
Oh, cool. So I will say, with a divine sense, I don't sense any shadows. Would I sense any shadows?
Right
in
now,
this
you
room?
don't feel any shadows, no. But there are weird things about these shadows. They do seem to pop up out of thin air. In rooms where there's not supposed to be enough room, where you didn't see anything when you entered. So
Okay.
this entire
So I'll
place
stand
feels
by that.
drenched in evil. Something really evil just infused its energy everywhere.
Okay. Okay.
You can't
All right,
help.
audience will start looking around then.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore the illusion. I'm going to start looking around.
You can't help but to remember different things about this little girl. A grand total of 3 times you saw her. The first time was here in this very room. She was sneaking in trying to get some food, and she saw you for the first time, and just for her it was a big bird. That's why she just looked at you with child eyes and said, "Birdie!" You remember one of the first conversation you had with her? It was probably one of the moments where you felt like, should I tell her that this is really really insulting everything she's saying? But then again, she was so innocent the way she was talking to you, as if it was all normal. Even, you know, compared to Jorg, it feels like she was as bad as that, but with the innocence of a child, not knowing at all that this was very heavy for you to hear. Because you remember the second conversation you had with her? She literally told you, why don't you just, open your window and fly away? That was probably your first moment in your life of, what do you say to that?
Honestly, at the time, he probably didn't have much to say to that because not much to draw from.
So probably your answer was just a shrug. And her answer, so innocently, and now that you think about it, maybe that's why you like dragons. She said, oh, that's okay. It's probably just because you're not big enough. Chicks can't fly. But dragons can fly anywhere in the world. Interesting choice of word. Chicks can't fly, so chicks are bad. Women's are bad. Dragons can't fly anywhere in the world. Dragons are good. I wonder if that influenced you in some way.
Audience looks over. Wait, this girl was spitting.
It's like, oh, this girl's spitting facts.
And the third conversation you had with her. It was brief. She was happy to see you. But she turned the corner. A bit over there. Toward where you usually baited. And she asked if you wanted to come with her. But when she turned the corner, you just heard her say, I'm sorry. I was just... please don't say anything. And that's the last time you saw her.
Maybe a bit of a meaningless gesture for an illusion. But Raimi will go up to the illusion and just kind of like maybe leave at her feet like one of his cans of ration.
Okay. It becomes even more apparent that it's an illusion because after a few minutes, she just loops back and once again gets out of behind the table and just go, Birdie!
Made all the more sadder.
All right. Audience, you say you start looking around?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking around.
All right. Let's put you in the middle of the room. What about Jorg and Fisher? Jorg and Fisher wants to go to bed. So maybe you'll just answer this and we can end the day stream.
Look around the room.
Sorry, I was muted. Jorg's a little stun locked because now he just realized how triggering calling him a bird is, and it feels really bad about his past actions.
Hindsight regrets. The worst guy. All right, so what do you do?
Mm-hmm. I'll just cast guidance on someone who's looking around.
All right, well, you have a choice between Arunak, who is looking under each and every table because audience said shadowy things comes out of shadowy corner, so you see him just go looking under each and every table because he's 5 foot tall. It's not as hard for him as it is for audience. You have audience who's looking around, and you have Fisher who's looking around. So you have a choice of 3 people to cast guidance on.
I'll cast guidance on audience.
Okay.
That's kind of just a 50 random chance.
Then in that case, Remy will let Jorg pass. And there's that awkward moment. You see Remy putting food on the floor, and he lets you pass, and the illusion loops, and then she comes out of behind the table, Birdie, just at the same time as you walk right into the illusion, and just.
Just continuously leaving a path of destruction at his wake wherever he goes.
Remy, you can't help but look at Jorg and feel like, maybe he got stunted in his growth. Maybe he just remained at the same age as that little girl. Maybe that's the problem with him.
And then he wonders, does he ever clean that beard?
That's right. Your character image has a luscious beard. I forgot. All right. Well, because I can see that half of my party is tired to the point of wanting to go to bed, I think I'm going to let you all go to bed, and we're going to roll next time to see what is found in this room. You good, audience?
Yeah.
Because usually
I'm
when
not one of the tired ones for once.
I was gonna say, because usually when you start acting like this, it's either because you're listening to music at the same time or you drank.
Nah, neither of those are true right now, actually.
All right.
Just more to your comment of rolled out.
All right. Let's go back to the role-playing window so we can all look at the party as we are. And I turned back the camera just as Fisher is yawning. Sorry, I should have waited 5 seconds longer. Okay, campfire. It's always good to end on the campfire. All right, well. So, progress was made. I think you're starting to figure out how to avoid the large numbers of traps that I've put in there. So, slowly it's going to become easier and easier to explore the whole thing. Hopefully.
If only one of us had cast/prepared find traps.
Damn,
If only.
Find Trap used to be better in previous edition. It at least let you know where traps were.
I can cast Find Object, which could be a trap.
Yeah. You'll have to know what object created the trap. Alright. So, with this, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hope that whatever you were looking for, you found it. Then hope you had a whatever part of the day it is wherever you were in the world. A good, whatever. Anyway. Hope to see you again next week. The schedule is still what it always was. Wednesday, the Live broadcast, 7:30 Western Coast time. Rebroadcasts for those living on the Eastern Coast, 7:30 Eastern Coast time. And in between, we have map making and world building at 9:30 Eastern Coast time, because that's where I live, on the Eastern Coast. That's the schedule. And if you want to support, well, we got Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, a link for donation below the window. So take your pick. They all help. They're all very much appreciated. And if you can't do any of those, or you want to do more than just that, well, spreading the word of the channel helps. So, with this, thank you very much. Hope to see you again next week. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Night.
Good no.